Peace and blessings. I had to get my link tree up there in the group of Black Queens, the spiritual healing. And I'm over here on YouTube. It's been a long time, YouTube, right? Right? Peace and blessings. I got a conversation for y'all tonight, baby. Let's do it. How y'all doing? When y'all come in, say hey. Or if you know me well enough, come into the room and say, hey, AYE. Because the name of my business is Authentically Your Expressions. I am Empress Shay, also known as Sharonda Barksdale. And peace, Dana. See, Dana know what to do. Hey. If you are over in Black Queens of Spiritual Healing, I am also on YouTube. You are free to click on that link tree link down there and come over to YouTube. Make sure you hit subscribe and make sure you share this video if you come over to YouTube. Hey, Kendra, peace and blessings. Yeah, so tonight we're talking about why empaths need shadow work. That's the conversation. And before we even really get into that conversation, peace, Rita. Let me go ahead and put it out there that this Saturday I have a intro to shadow work class coming up. For those who have not taken shadow work with me before, or if you have done shadow work with me before and you just want a refresher, you want to experience the class, you go to that link tree, go to my website, and you can sign up for the class. It is $33 for your intro to shadow work. You will find out more about what shadow work is, how to identify your shadows, and some techniques to do the work. Okay. Peace day. So, yes, I'm so glad y'all made it in. We're going to talk about why empaths need shadow work. First of all, first of all, there are so many people saying that they're an empath and they're not. So I want to make it clear what an empath is, first of all. Let's talk about that. So I wrote down the definition. So an empath is someone who is highly aware of the emotions of those around them to the point of feeling their emotions themselves. Empaths see the world differently than other people. They are keenly aware of others, their pain points, and what they need emotionally. That is an empath, my dear. Yes, girl, they're not. Please. That's an empath. An empath is someone you can actually feel when somebody's off. You can feel there's something going on with them. Even if you haven't heightened to a place of being able to determine what exactly is wrong with them, you could pick it up instantly. Empaths know when there's something wrong with someone, okay? Empathy, on the other hand, is just being able to connect with somebody else's feelings. That's empathy. I connect to someone else's feelings. I'm sorry you're going through something. Somebody had a death in the family, and you connect to them on that level. That's empathy. But an empath is someone who truly has a heightened sense of awareness. So people who are empaths, they pick up on energy everywhere they go. I'm real, but let me tell you, I had to learn that's what it was. 'Cause I used to get panic attacks from being around too many people. So going to places like Walmart or even going like football games when I was in high school, things like that, I feel panicky because it felt like I could pick up on everybody's stuff. I could pick up on everybody's stuff. So that's first of all, knowing whether or not you're an empath. Okay. So here are some signs of a healthy empath. I want to talk about the healthy empath first. So if you're a healthy empath, yes, T everywhere, right? So if you're a healthy empath, you have the ability to put the emotions and feelings of others above your own. Dana says she's not an empath. I don't know, baby. Let's talk about it later. We'll see. But an empath, a healthy one, is able to put other people's emotions above their own. Not meaning you come second to people. Meaning when you have a conflict with someone, you're able to recognize this person is coming from pain versus sitting there arguing with them. I watch people argue with someone who just lost a family member, their mom or their dad. And these people are reacting from painful places. They probably said something crazy to you. Now, I ain't saying they didn't. But when you're an empath, you're healthy, You're able to determine this person is going through something. Let me not even stir this up any more than what's going on in their life right now. That's what empaths do. A healthy one, anyway. They says, same. Be having me looking around to make sure everything is okay. Girl, who child? That empath thing is strong. I had that. Someone told me when I was really young. I had somebody come in and tell me that I was an empath. I didn't even know what it was. But yeah, so yeah, that's number one. You're able to put the emotions and feelings of others above your own. If you constantly think about how you need to be in defense mode and how you need to prove yourself being right all the time, you're probably not an empath, babies. People out here calling themselves empaths and arguing with everybody about everything. Empaths immediately pick up on what's going on with the other person before they start stirring up all kind of information. Well, Rita, you're gonna learn if you're an empath today, okay? So keep listening. And so, okay, number two, another sign of a healthy empath is people like being around you. People seek you out. People just love chilling with you. They love hanging with you because you just have that level of energy. You feel really good to them. There's a level of comfort. Hey, Corrine, haven't seen you in a long time. Corrine signed up for class. She'll be here Saturday. I want to see some people signing up. If you didn't hear me already, we have a shadow work intro to shadow work class. I'm sure you've seen it in the Black Queens group. If you have not signed up for this class, if this stuff pertains to you, all right? So, yes, people seek out your company. People like being around you because you just give off. Empaths give off really good energy, mostly because we're so giving. You just, the energy is like a love thing. I want to take care of you thing. Look, we'll get to the unhealthy empath in a minute. So, number three, a healthy empath knows how to listen. Healthy empaths know how to use their ears, not sitting there waiting to figure out how you're going to respond. A healthy empath knows how to hear somebody and also knows when to shut the entire hell up and let people talk. When you're a healthy empath, you have to know that sometimes people just need to talk. They just need to get it out. They just need to vent, and you let them as a healthy empath. T said, I swear people crave my energy. Yeah, girl. And it gets so overwhelming, but I also love seeing people happy. Yeah, I'm the same way. Look, I've gotten better about some of this, though. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. And another characteristic of a healthy empath is that you can sense dishonesty. That was my first one. That was my very first one of realizing I was an empath. I could tell when people, I was a little girl and I used to look at my mom like, why are they lying? But I know she's saying this, but she's lying to us, mommy. I knew, look, I could tell people, I don't always say anything if they're lying. I've learned to leave that battle to the universe to deal with. But yeah, lying. Didn't you just move though? Look, I just read the first sentence of what you said. I don't really have people to chill with. I get more of the random attention, seeing people on the street, yeah, and having them randomly start a convo with me. I can believe that. I've had that done a few times. I'd be so confused, but I always sit and just chat for a little while. Yep, they just want to be in your energy field, in the energy field. Girl, they be lying. I'm like, when you're an empath, that seems to me that's my easiest one. You lying. I can tell you lying. You talking. You saying something good, but nah. Mm-mm. And the final one is animals love you. Animals love you. Animals are just drawn to you. You ever went to somebody's house and the cat just want to be on your lap or the dog just staying around your feet, that type of thing. Animals can sense good energy. They know. They know. So that's another characteristic of healthy empaths. Yes, stranger will tell you your life stories. Oh my gosh, yo, I had to like build a resting bitch face so people leave me alone. Yeah, it's Jack. Leave me alone. Yeah, it's gotten pretty bad. Don't talk about me. Whatever. Okay. So now we're going to talk about characteristics of an unhealthy empath. And these are the people who need shadow work. That class I said y'all need to be signing up for Saturday. Yeah, this is you. If this is your characteristics, I need you signing up for this class. So, a sign of an unhealthy empath is someone who's lacking a sense of self worth or self esteem. Kids do flock to empaths. T. Dana said, "Okay, so people, I bet people enjoy being around you, Dana. I enjoy being around you and animals. Yeah, that's why I said we could talk later. I can't imagine that you're not an empath, but I think your shadow work is just building your ability to be a healthy one. That's all. So yes, lacking self worth and self esteem. That's a problem when it comes to being an empath. That's a big problem. If you're going to be able to connect with people, you can't be feeling bad about yourself. Being an empath is a gift. I'm not sure if I mentioned that yet. That is a literal spiritual gift to be able to pick up on energy that way and be able to be a helper or a healer or a reader or whatever it is that you're going to be doing in the spiritual realm, right? But you can't lack self esteem. Rita said, everybody, kids always bother me. Because you're fun, Rita. Yeah. You can't lack self esteem when you're going out here because the purpose of the gift, and this is the part so many people are missing when it comes to being an empath. There is a purpose for why you're able to pick up on somebody's energy. It's to heal, it is to help them in whatever way that looks like. Sometimes that looks like sitting there in silence and allowing them to talk. Sometimes that looks like helping them get the resources that they need. It looks different, but you have to be able to pick up on that. But if you're sitting around feeling like you have no value, how can you be any help to someone with your beautiful gift of being an empath? How? I just don't, I don't really love myself. No, that's not going to work because empaths are targets. If y'all don't know that by now, being an empath makes you a target. If people can see that you just have this really sweet heart and you're a really good person, you're really nice, and they just pick up on all this beautiful energy, people will vamp you. You empaths attract vamps. And the one thing vamps prey on is you having a low self-esteem, babies. You cannot have a low self-esteem and call yourself an empath. They will eat you, chew you, and spit out the bones. There'll be bones left. How many of you that are empaths have experienced this before? Tell the truth. Have you experienced someone taking advantage of your energy? I know you have. I have. I have. People still try that, okay? So you have to be mindful of how you feel about yourself. Thank you, Kendra. Kendra says she has. Yes. And we're a big target for narcissists. Big time. T said we will swear it's a blessing and a curse. Honey, yes. That's a beautiful thing. Mm-hmm. Dana, Day said, of course. Keena said, oh, yes. Narissa, yeah. Yeah. Yes, but I've learned healthy boundaries, and I'm gonna get there too. You know that's gonna be part of this conversation. Please, with them narcissists, they can sniff out an empath. They know. People know. They can pick it up because we have good energy. They want to be close. I want to get to know you. I just love your energy. Oh my God. I love talking to you. Oh my God. And then they'll suck the life out of you. Sometimes it's not intentional. I'll be honest. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's not intentional, but people will drain the shit out of you if you have low self esteem. June said, oh, I just jumped on and heard the last part. And yes, but boundaries need to be put in place. Absolutely. And Rita said, it's hard to catch on sometimes, especially with narcissists. They're very good manipulators. That's why you have to be so careful when it comes. And this is why I'm doing this live right now. I know y'all are seeing that class that I posted inside Black Queens of Spiritual Healing. If y'all don't know, I'm an admin in the group. I'm a certified life empowerment coach. I'm a spiritual life coach. I'm a meditation instructor. I just do a whole bunch of shit, okay? You can visit my website by clicking on the link tree in the bio. But y'all need to be taking these classes because if you do not know how to be able to pay attention to when somebody is trying to get you, you're going to have a problem. Keena said, but why is it like that? It's so draining. It's just the energy that you carry. It's just what it is. It comes with the territory, baby. I'm sorry. T said because we love so hard. It's an easy thing for us. We're not sitting around thinking about how can I hurt this person or how can I take advantage of this person. Not usually. I've seen a few empaths be on some shit, but for the most part, it's because we our first response is how can I help, and so they're looking for the person who. And it's a little look. It's a little thing. They come up to you and tell you you're pretty. You have great energy. I like being around you. I've seen you doing X, Y, and Z. They watch, they see. And then the moment you give that little soft thing, oh, for real, thank you. Thank you. Yes, I love helping people so much. They got your ass right there. They got you. Got you. Got you. Yeah, exactly. That's my point. We have to know there has to be a level of awareness, a heightened level of awareness that we must have as empaths. And not doing your shadow work creates a problem. I'm going to get there in a minute. I'm going to go to the other signs of an unhealthy empath. This Here's the next one. Thanks, T, taking my answers. Stop looking on my paper, T. I was playing. But the second one is difficulty with boundaries. Difficulty with boundaries. That's an unhealthy empath. If you don't know how to say no, or you don't know how to say, okay, yes, you can come stay with me, but for 1 week, after a week, you're going to have to go. I don't mind you coming. I don't mind helping, but I need my space back after a week, 2 weeks. If you are not able to set boundaries with people, people will take full advantage of you and you'll be drained of all your beautiful power. You'll be drained of all your beautiful power. And it's going to take time to rebuild that back up. Sorry, girl. Yeah, man. Tiana. Boundaries. It don't have to hurt, baby. We learning here. She said this hurts. I understand. Again, anybody who's on Black Queens, if you want to, you could come over to YouTube. Hit my link tree, that website that is pinned to the top of this chat. You can come over here. Make sure you click like when you come over. Hit share it into your page. Everybody needs to be hearing about this, okay? For real. So yes, difficulty with boundaries, not knowing when to say no, not feeling sorry for everybody else. You could be an empath and be able to say, but that right there is not for me to do. That's that true connection with your higher self, that crown chakra, being really, really connected to oneness, will be able to tell you when it is time to do something and when it's time to just be aware. Sometimes it's just time for you to be aware and stop trying to do everything. P. Shay, you made it on a live, girl. Yeah. I feel like I'm being called out. Look, they say that to me every time I do a live. So look, welcome to the party, girl. I don't know what to tell you. They tell me that every time I do a live. Look, welcome. So yeah, difficulty with boundaries. Next one. The next one of an unhealthy empath. Seeking out the approval of others. Nobody's going to admit to that. I doubt very seriously in either one of these chats right now, anybody's going to admit that they seek out the approval of others. But we do it. We do. I do it. Not that much. It don't happen too often anymore. But I've done it for sure. Wanting people to like us. Because we have such good hearts, the assumption is people are going to like me. Thank you, Tiana. Tiana said, I'd be saying I don't, but I do. Thank you, baby. Yeah. You just said, oh, now I'm what? Oh, now I'm being attacked. We decide to do that. I appreciate transparency. Y'all know how we do it when I get on these lives. Be transparent. There's no judgment coming from me. No judgment. Because the more real you can be, that's why the name of my business is Authentically Your Expressions. The more you can be real, the more you can express your true self. So if you can admit, you don't have to say it on the chat, but if you can at least admit to yourself, yeah, I do seek out the approval of people sometimes. Yeah. Yeah. It's what it is. Yeah. And that's part of that feeling bad about saying no, T. I want them to like me, so I'm not going to say no. So empaths turn into that yes man. Yeah, yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, I'll be there. Yeah, I'll come. Because we're so worried about what people are going to think. Fuck that. Excuse me. Look, if this is your first time on my live, I cuss a lot. And the F bomb it hits a lot because it hits for me. I love it. Tiffany said, I have. Not that much anymore. Yeah, I'm a little bit better than that. I'm a lot better than I used to. Let me just be straight up. I don't even fool with people too much like that anymore. But that's why I'm teaching this class. I only teach what I've been through. I've only teach what I've had to learn and what I've mastered. Like I have full awareness of it. That type of thing. Tiana said, I get more defensive than anything. I believe you. Trying to mask over that shadow. Tiana, you signed up for my class. And I need to make sure y'all are signing up for the shadow work. Intro to shadow work this Saturday, 5 to 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're gonna get this work in. We're gonna get these empaths right because we can't keep doing this, right? T, I talk. Look, this had to be your first one. I appreciate you loving my energy. I talk so much shit. I talk so much shit. And our final characteristic of an unhealthy empath is we attract toxic relationships. Did you hear me say that's unhealthy? Unhealthy empaths attract toxic relationships. Unhealthy. It's not good. I've seen in these spiritual groups over and over again, I'm an empath and I just attract such toxic people. Bullshit. Bullshit. We attract what we are. Meaning, I'm not saying you are necessarily a toxic person. What I'm saying is there's something broken in you that attracts a toxic person to you. Does that make sense? We should be attracting them for the purpose of healing. If you meet someone and they're kind of toxic, that's for you to go to your spirit, oversoul, ancestors, whatever you do, and say, how do I help this person? How do I, do anything in this person's life? Sometimes they're going to say, don't do nothing, run. But if you're a broken, unhealthy empath, our automatic reaction when we attract toxic people is, I want to help them. I want to write his resume. I want to help her get back on her feet. That's what we do as empaths. We do some jacked up shit, trying to help save Captain Save-A-Holes. That's what we do. We become Captain Save-A-Holes and out here trying to fix every damn body. Dana said, ouch. Hey. Look, Janelle on here. Janelle like to say I put my I be stomping on people's toes. She gotta put her steel toe boots on. I don't mean to. I swear I don't mean to. It just come out like this. It just comes out like this. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, T. T said, Tiana over here said she's an unhealthy empath. Yeah. What's that? Let me see what y'all said. Tiffany said, I am seeking valuable relationships, not people that desire my energy and gifts. Exactly. You have to have that full awareness of, I want people in my life who are going, all relationships should be reciprocal. I'm glad I brought that up. Thank you, Spirit. Every relationship you have with someone should be reciprocal. Stop expecting people to do stuff for you for free. I'm putting that out there right now. Empaths, stop. That's you absorbing somebody's energy without giving any return to the energy. No. I charge for my classes. I charge as a life coach. This is my job. This is my full-time job. This is my business. It is a reciprocal thing. Things like lives and stuff like that, I'm charging for stuff, certain things I'm gonna do for free. You can hit me in my inbox. We can sit and talk. I do free consultations. I do readings for free. There's certain things I will do for free, but too many people are expecting people to do something for free. And that's not an exchange of energy. If you get into a relationship with someone who does not meet the frequency that you're on, you're about to have a problem. You're about to have a problem. They're about to suck the shit out of you immediately. And do it sweetly too. Cause oh my God, you just helped me so much. You helped me get my groceries. I didn't know how to order my groceries online. Motherfucker, go figure it out. Excuse me. Y'all, I don't have time for people. I don't have time. Yeah, it can be hard to catch. Tiffany said, people desire me but don't value me. The game is over. Yes, Queen. And she said, exactly why I'm focused on self love. Because I don't need anyone, any more toxic relationships. Yeah, and they come in all forms. Business relationships could be toxic, intimate relationships, familial relationships, all friendships, any form of relationship can end up being toxic. Be mindful of that as an empath. You need full awareness. Peace, Athena. She said, fuck them people. Look, fuck them folks, okay? Yeah, yeah. Narissa said, I'm definitely unhealthy. Narissa, I need to see you in this class this Saturday. You and anybody else who's feeling, y'all, look, it's time to do the work. Who's sick and tired of being sick and tired? Let me ask that question. Are you sick of being the unhealthy empath? Are you sick of saying yes to people who are hurting you? Are you sick of having low self esteem? Shadow work. Stop letting these people out here scare y'all about shadow work, okay? That is one of my specialties. I specialize in shadow work. Does it feel good all the time? No. The healing, though, from that joint, yeah, you become a healthy empath. So I need y'all clicking on that link tree and signing up for this class so we can get this work in. Let me see, y'all are real chatty over here on YouTube land. See, honestly, I know I'd be on some bull. You crazy girl. Oh yes, yes. You got to work on saving you. Corinne said, "Me, I can't save them. I had to tell my son that I can't help him anymore because it's making him lazy." Okay, boundaries, boundaries. Tiana said, "I think they can see that I'm a giver. Absolutely, they can. Yes, yes. And if y'all are new to me, if you ever see FTF or FTP inside the comments, they're saying because I tend to say fuck them folks. That's what that is. Just in case you see FTF and it confuses you, fuck them folks." Tiana said, "I'm evolving though, just super slow. Because you run, Tiana. You run. You run. You don't want to really face yourself fully. You're not trying to do this. And I understand. Most people don't. Most people don't. It's okay." Chanel said, "Yes, I need this class. Baby, I put the class, it has been up in the Black Queens group multiple times. And you can hit that link tree button so you can sign up for this class. Y'all over here on YouTube land, quit playing with me. Quit playing with me. That's my link tree. Go ahead and sign up for the class." T said, "You are really motivating me right now. I'm a motivational speaker. Even though I talk a lot of shit, I can get you going, baby. I was just thinking about being a motivational speaker instructor. Girl, I've been doing this for years. Years. Long time, long time." Tiffany said, "I know I am. I'm so done with the cycle." Okay. I have been doing shadow work these last few months and it has been so freeing. It is absolute free, girl. Free ain't the word. Shadow work. Let me tell you why people are afraid of shadow work. First of all, if you've never heard of shadow work, let me go ahead and explain. Shadow work, the whole term shadow was coined by Carl Jung, a psychologist, many, many, many years ago. And what he said about the shadow was it's a part of our psyche that's dark, our dark part, the part of us that we hide, the part of us that we're kind of embarrassed about, the part of us that truly actually shows up more often than we realize is there. But it's the part that came out of trauma, out of hurt, or out of even sometimes it's not even trauma, but someone just did something that created a space in us that felt like we were missing something or didn't have need. Like you'll see the kids whose parents spoiled them, did everything they could, and then they're still angry at their parents for you work too much. You see what I'm saying? And it creates this shadow and they feel like they've been abandoned. So even under the best circumstances, sometimes shadows are formed. So let me put that out there too. Here's the thing about shadow work, and this is why everybody turned into chicken shit. Tiana said she turned into a track star. You crazy? Yes, people turn into a chicken shit when it comes to shadow work because number one, first you do go ahead and look at where did these behaviors come from. You're looking back at your it's usually childhood. That's your foundational years. So somewhere in childhood, someone abandoned us. We were the victim of some form of sexual assault. Um, we just grew up in a tumultuous household where we're moving all the time. People said bad things about us. We were bullied at school. It's just a slew of things that usually happens in our formative years. Okay, so that's where we go look first. That's where people get stuck. Somebody on here who do shadow work with me, y'all need to go ahead and tell them what it really is. Yeah, shadow work scares a lot of people. Nay, it's cool. It's okay, baby. I understand. So people get complacent in that place right there where they're like, yeah, my mama did, my daddy did, my uncle did, my aunt did. They're okay with that part. Here's the part where shadow work becomes a problem. People don't like admitting that the pain that manifested into us being, let's say, angry. Now we're the ones out here hurting people. That's why people don't like shadow work. Because now I have to admit that it's possible that the pain that was caused to me, I am now inflicting onto someone else. Yeah, do y'all want a real shadow work coach or no? I'm the real one. I'm okay when people run from me because I don't want people who don't want to do the work. No way. Straight up. But if you want a real shadow work coach and if you really want to get through your shadows, we're going to spend some time. We'll talk about what happened to you in your childhood. But what's more important is how do I how do I show up differently in my life then? Okay, now I see I have these issues, but what's going on in my life that I can't manifest the relationship I want to be, the man or woman I want to be with? Why? Why do I experience so much depression every time I go to start a business or write a book? Why do I feel so stagnant? Those things. And the first time I say to a person, are you managing your time wisely? They instantly go into defense mode. Well, I got this going on. I got that going on. I got this going on. I'm not saying none of it's true, but let's be real here. If you're not managing your time wisely, you can't get the life that you desire. That's where shadow work becomes a problem for people. And it's okay. We all damn do it. Everybody has something that they didn't even pay attention that they were hurting themselves or hurting someone else. Okay? So forgive yourself and we're going to let that go. We give ourselves grace when we do shadow work. Damn. I was sleeping around with these married men because I had abandonment issues. So I was dating people who I knew wouldn't commit to me. Damn, I didn't even realize I was doing that. Stuff like that. That's where we go with shadow work. So you can identify it, so you can heal it, so you can release it. So then you can get the life that you want the most. All of us have these ideas of a life that we want, but we don't do the work to get there. That's a problem. That's where the problem begins and ends, if you ask me. People did stuff to you. People created parts of you that hurts. Fuck them folks. Okay, it happened. You were a victim in that moment. You are not a victim in this moment anymore. It's easier. And our shadow likes to show up to tell a story for us. Well, this is what happened to me when I was a little girl. So this is why I struggle so hard with yada, yada, yada. We have to move past the excuses so we can identify the truth. Oh, I'm using that as a reason for why I can't have good relationships. Got it. Heal that space. Now you get to have the healthiest relationship you ever had in your life. Tiana said, I thought I was so conscious of the things that hurt me that I try to be sure not to do it to anyone else. Yeah, we try. And there's a lot of people. See, and here's the other thing. I know that my fees are not cheap. I know that I'm worth it, though. Let me just put that out there. I'm worth the $125 a week that people pay me for one-on-one coaching. However, that's why I'm doing this class for $33 this Saturday. Because I know everybody can't afford that. And y'all need to know how to do this fully. Y'all need to know how to do the fullness of shadow work. Everybody's going into shadow work, digging up all the stuff that people did to them and think that's the end of the story. And you still keep manifesting these poor, piss ass relationships. And I feel you. I've done it way too damn long. Way too long. Dana said, however, you have to be ready to face it, embrace it, and then give yourself grace. Absolutely. That's what we do with the shadow. What we do with the shadow, when we identify the shadow, we give it a big hug. We be like, bitch, come here. Come here. Okay, I understand that you're a part of me. I get it. And you protected me from some stuff I needed you for. However, you're blocking me from having the life I want. So I want you here, but I need you not to be in control. That's shadow work. That's shadow work. That's shadow work. Embracing the shadow. I mean, there's work, of course, there's more steps in between. I know I just oversimplified that. But there you have to embrace the deep, dark parts of you and not be embarrassed. You don't have to be embarrassed. Oh, T, we want to figure something. Well, T, okay, so even if you can't come to this class, although I think you should do both, I have a school called Smile, the Self Mastery Institute for Learning Empowerment. Tiana, you are in there. So we do shadow work group coaching sessions on every Sunday. Right now, Augie is teaching a book club class on Sundays. But starting back in July, I'll be doing group coaching sessions again. Smile is $25 a month. Smile is $25 a month. And so you learn all your self mastery tools through Smile. So that's there too. Again, click on the link. Shayla said, no more control over me. She said, I did my reading and spirit shouted, set boundaries, period. Seriously. Athena says she loves that group. We love having you, baby. Yes, balance. You can't have light without darkness. Y'all see this up here? The yin and the yang. I didn't even realize when I purchased this how befitting it was to what I talk about. I just loved it. But there's balance in everything. Sometimes people need you to cuss their ass out. Yes, it's sometimes necessary, but not all the damn time. Y'all get mad about every damn thing. Everybody get cussed out all the time. Blah, blah, blah. And Dana said, beautiful school, by the way. Smile. I'm happy you're there too. So yeah, Tiana, don't worry if you can't come this. The people who come to Smile, y'all get way more doses of shadow work probably than this one class. But yeah. Mm-hmm. So as empaths, the reason you need shadow work, and listen to me, I hope I got some readers on here and some healers on here. I hope so. The reason you need shadow work as an empath is because you're going out to help someone. That's the idea. You're going to heal. But if you have not done your shadow work, some of y'all's readings are sounding like you. When you do a reading, it shouldn't sound like you're talking about yourself or the things or the way things hurt you. So now your reading is kind of placing it on top of, you're placing your life on top of that person versus getting a clear reading from source or truly from their source, from their oversoul, from their highest self. Y'all are reading. I've been watching them. I pay attention. I try not to. I'll do a little bit, I promise. But you're doing readings, you're doing classes, and you're doing it based off your own pain. Yes, we're supposed to teach what we've learned lesson, but it shouldn't sound like my stuff. My whole conversation throughout a class shouldn't sound like me. And you could tell the difference. But when you're still broken, that's what you do. And y'all can pay attention to that too. If you're getting readings from someone, does it sound like they're speaking to my heart, to my soul, or are they trying to make me believe something that I don't relate to at all? Yes, that's why empaths need it. Empaths also need it, like I was saying earlier, to be able to determine when somebody who comes to you is somebody you're supposed to help, somebody you're supposed to send on their way, or somebody you're supposed to be in a long-term relationship with. If you do not do shadow work as an empath, you're going to be in this ugly cycle of attracting toxic relationships because there's some level of toxicity within you. It just is. All of us deal with it, babies. This is not an insult. I'm not insulting you. This is what life does to us. Even when, as parents, I have two young boys. I'm doing my best. I don't know how this shit gonna look later, but I know that I gave my best. Still, something could show up. I work a lot, a lot. They might be the kind of kids that are upset. Well, I wish that we spent more time with you. They better not. They was in this house the whole time during coronavirus. They better not say nothing. I'm just playing. Shanika said, had that happen to me from a reader the other day. Her comment to me hurt me more than the issue I'm dealing with. See? That's what I'm saying. Exactly that. Exactly that. Mm-hmm. Got to pay close attention to these people that you are opening. And when you're having a reading, you're letting them into your space. At least that's what's supposed to be happening. So you want the person that you're letting into your space at least be cleared up a little bit. Nobody, you ain't gonna be perfect, but don't be project. It's projection. People will project their issues onto you. Ooh, girl, you just need a man. No, bitch, you do. Excuse me. I'm working on it, y'all. A little bit. Yeah. What's the most deaf a real one? Trigger warning. The truth. Yeah. Shanika says some come from dark places a lot. Yeah. I remove myself from those spaces. Definitely. Definitely. A lot of them come from they're really dark. Shayla is over here. She's my reader. Shayla, she's over here on YouTube. If you want to click on the link tree and come over to YouTube. But she's also on my Facebook page. And y'all make sure y'all send me a friend request, Black Queen, so I can keep up with y'all for a while. Forever if need be. But Shayla's my reader, and she's an amazing reader. And I never leave her feeling like I've been beat down. I'm not saying that she doesn't like give me some level of premonition that I need to be concerned about, but I don't leave her feeling beat the fuck up. That's a problem. That's a problem. And some of them are trying to scare you so then they can sell other products. That's kind of the gist of that situation. But if you are out here calling yourself an empath, you need to do your shadow work. And the hardest thing, I don't give a damn how many people tell me, oh, I do my own shadow work. I do my own shadow work. I have people always come to me. I was doing shadow work and something's not going right. I still need you to help me. And of course, I don't mind. The reason shadow work is hard to do on your own is because it's hard to see your damn self. How are you going to check you? Your ego has created a whole narrative your whole entire life, and you believe firmly that is true. That's why it's hard to do shadow work by yourself. You believe that, what if I told you that your dad who abandoned you, who had a drug problem, and you're still angry with him for not coming and being with the family and letting go of the drugs? What if I told you that he possibly was an abused child and he is using drugs to get away from himself? He wasn't trying to get away from you, he was trying to get away from himself. Are you able to offer him grace? Are you able to offer your dad grace to understand that's a man? Before he was your dad, that was a man. And therefore, that man had issues just like the rest of us. Our parents we put on high pedestals. And that's why shadow work becomes so hard, because we can't figure out why this person didn't do this and why didn't they do that. Bring them down to where you are. Why you don't do it? Why the hell you don't do it? Why you don't follow through with what you say you gonna do? Because we like talking about our parents. See, that's why shadow work is ugly. Why don't you do it? Are you always consistent? Are you meditating daily? Do you say your affirmations on a daily basis? I'm not saying you have to. I'm just saying you're human, and so are your parents. Yeah, yeah. So when we allow people in their humanness to exist, then we can allow ourselves and our humanness to exist. And now we're not putting so many expectations on the entire world. So now we're not walking around broken and blaming everybody else for our brokenness. Who's ready to take responsibility for their life? Meaning, once you've done your shadow work, you now have your power. When you say, fuck them folks, you have now reclaimed your power. You've taken it back for yourself. I'm not giving you the reason for why my life ain't right. I'm not giving you a reason for why my life ain't right. I'm giving me all the power of what I want my life to look like. Bump that. I'm tired of holding on to all that pain, all that anguish, all that why me? Why did this have to be Shadow work eliminates that and gives you a level playing field so that you can go out and create the life you desire. Empaths, with these soft hearts of y'all's, you're more likely to keep recreating mess because your heart is so soft. Other people can get a little bit easier. But empaths, especially, y'all need to be taking this shadow work class I got coming up this Saturday. Some of y'all need to be coming to me one on one. Let's be honest, straight up. But at least this class can give you an introduction to shadow work so you can see how to do it in such a way that you begin to give yourself your life back. I don't know, T. I have to find out how you doing it, baby. She said, I don't think I'm doing it right or I'm stuck. We'll find out. We'll talk. But 9 times out of 10, you're not checking yourself. You're not taking full responsibility for why you're late to work all the time, but you blaming the job for writing you up. That was me. I did that. I used to do that. Be mad. Be big mad. hmm Using other reasons for why my life is the way it is. Empaths, y'all got to be real careful because if you want to go out into this world and heal and help, either y'all show up one or two ways. Your heart is so soft that everybody takes advantage of you, or you show up so hard that nobody can get in because you're always scared somebody's going to take advantage of you. There's a gentle balance to everything. There's a gentle balance to everything. And that's why I'm offering this class. Peace, Trend. Hey. So, yeah, I want y'all to get this shadow work in, especially as empaths. You do not want to be using, oh my God, I'm an empath and this person hurt me so bad. Fuck, no, no, no. You have got to reclaim your power and do you. It's time to do you. So for those of you who may have just came on, I have the class Intro to Shadow Work coming up this Saturday from 5 to 6:30 p.m. You can click on that link tree if you're over in Black Queens and go to my website, which is Authentically Your Expressions, and you can sign up for that class. You can also sign up for my school Smile, the Self Mastery Institute for Learning Empowerment. Let's get this work in. Let's get it done. What's happening atmospherically, what's happening in the spiritual realm right now is that the earth is shifting. My duty, because I've had to go through so much hard work to get here, to create these spaces for you all, my duty is to help elevate the frequency of this earth. And the more people I can take with me, the better. We're trying to raise the frequency. Trent just got on to say FTF, y'all. Trent just got on. I told you, they know what it is. Fuck them folks. Yeah. I am here to help raise the frequency of this earth. And I'm hoping I know it. I'm not saying I'm hoping. I know there's people out here. These women that are in Smile, the Self Mastery Institute for Learning Empowerment, they show up. These women see me all the time, and I'm on a live, and they showed up here. They're here on the live, even though they see me in school. They see me in class, and they're still here. There are people who want this work. Do you want the work or no? Or do you want to keep complaining about why your life isn't the way you want it to be? Also, for this solar eclipse new moon that's coming up on the 10th, I am doing a manifestation ritual by popular demand. I wasn't going to, but I'm glad y'all convinced me to do it. But I will be doing a manifestation ritual if you would like to come into that. Again, send me a friend request. All the stuff is on my page. And I talk shit. So y'all ready or no? Can we do this work? You ready to sign up for this class? I see somebody did already. I got a notification. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Y'all got to stop playing and start investing in yourself. Planting seeds. Stop trying to get free energy. Y'all be the same vamps that everybody like to call everybody else. Y'all out here. I feel like spiritual people should be giving stuff for free. Are you crazy? Money is energy. Time is energy. There's got to be an exchange for everything. Y'all want the universe and everything else to drop stuff in your lap. How do you multiply if you didn't even have a seed to plant? You didn't even have a seed to plant. You're not going to plant one seed in order to help your life grow into a whole bunch of other seeds. Because you know a tomato has a bunch of seeds in it, and that's just one. And you just plant one tomato seed and get a tomato with a bunch more seeds? Why are y'all so resistant to investing in yourself? I still invest in myself, okay? Shoot, fuck that. Trying to say because it's nothing but love and smile. Okay? Till we can't get enough. I'm glad. I'm glad, Trent. Yeah. So y'all start investing in yourself. It don't have to be with me. There's a lot of people doing beautiful work out here that are elevating the frequency of the earth right now. There's a bunch of us out here doing it. I want to see y'all doing the work. I want to see you in the relationship you want, in the car you want, in the job you want, having the best life ever, feeling at total peace, meditating every day, doing life the way you see it. You see it here. Now it's time to do the shadow work so you can see it out there. So you won't sabotage yourself from getting it. So I'm off my little horse, I guess. I'm off my little horse. I'm glad y'all came in. This was a great live. Thank you for showing up, my smile crew. Thank you for everyone in Black Queens who came. I love y'all dearly. Reach out to me, send me friend requests, and I will see you all soon. Peace and blessings. Bye. Peace, y'all.